Hello, you're watching News 9 Live. I'm Prajwal D'Souza. Today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the physical distribution of property cards under the Svamitva scheme. Prime Minister asserted that it is a historic move which is set to transform rural India. Now, according to the details, the scheme will pave the way for villagers to use the property as a financial asset for taking loans and other financial benefits. Now, the Svamitva scheme also aims at creating accurate land documentations which will reduce property related disputes and in turn increase liquidity of land parcels. During his virtual address, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that, and I quote, the scheme will help villagers in taking loans. If they have proper documents of the land and properties, no bank can deny them loans. Nobody can eye your land now. Now, to discuss the scheme and its benefits, I am joined by Professor Chambi Puranik, who is a senior political analyst. So, thank you for joining us on this live interaction, Mr. Puranik.
Hello, thank you.
Yes. Now, what is the property card that is launched under the Svamitva scheme, and how will it benefit the landholders, Mr. Puranik?
Mr. Prajwal,
Yes.
The present digital card which the Prime Minister has proposed, record of ownership, Svamitva,
Yes.
nicely put it in our Indian terminology.
Yes.
That means it was there earlier as the old farm credit, which was introduced by cooperatives and all. You know, the local cooperatives like mandis and other local kind of middlemen, they
Yes.
used to exploit and they destroyed the scheme. So this is a kind of scheme in which you can say digitization has taken care of these intermediaries manipulating and all that. So earlier, village accountants, Shanbog, and others, they used to intervene and manage this. Also, sometimes in a very erratic way, the records were there. As a boy, I have seen about 50 years ago how land records were manipulated and all that. So,
Yes.
these are the things that this scheme perhaps intends to wipe out. And then it is an integrated scheme in which verification and resolutions are also included. I think to oppose this, it will be very foolish. It is like opposing your online transactions or internet-based solutions, which are foolproof, almost 95%, barring few kind of cyber crimes and all that. This will not happen in rural India because rural people are aware of this one. Second thing is the coordinating agencies are not necessarily central government. It is the local people who have to do the Panchayat Raj. Central government has lots of funds to transfer to them. And then
Yes.
State Revenue Department, which is also should welcome it. I think majority of the state governments should be happy because central government takes care of this. Their responsibility will be much more easier and it will facilitate it. Third thing is Survey of India. They used to go with earlier old records and all that. So all these kind of things, like for example, I was just giving the example of thinking of giving the example of our Aadhaar card. So Aadhaar
Yes.
card has no records or information about our ownership and assets and all that. But this is a kind of record card which gives identity to the rural farmer.
Okay.
83% of our small farmers and marginal farmers, I'm sure they will be very proud. That's why Swamitva means I am the proud owner of this. Even for the landless also, the later if there is a surplus land or government kharab land and all that, they can be included. That is not ruled out also. So I think these cards have kind of multi-purpose or kind of different kind of advantages. And even as Prime Minister mentioned, it is a collateral for loans to avoid litigations also. Because on the basis of this card, you have got your records open. Like my card, supposing I want to sell my car, everything is there. So there is no question of any hanky-panky or abuse of that
Yes.
also.
Yes,
So the
Mr.
rural
Puranik,
property
Mr. Puranik.
as a financial asset
Yes.
and using it for the financial benefits of the farmer, followed by the three major agricultural reforms bill the government has launched. I think to ensure this kind of transfer of benefits in terms of money, because 1 lakh crore is kept for farmers' benefit, and also they intend to enhance the income of the farmers to double their income by 2022. So this is the right time to 2020 in spite of COVID-19 and all that, simultaneously these schemes should be welcome. I think, even at the click of a button, or the press of your mobile, you get the details of your land assets which you hold. And
Yes.
that will be a good kind of welcome step also. And I'm sure 86% of farmers will be awakened, and they will be very self-reliant in times of investment or borrowing loans or even returning loans and all that, or even in terms of crisis of distress or calamities or disaster. I think this particular card will be multi-purpose card like our own debit card, credit card and Aadhaar, which are ensuring the kind of transparency which should be there, and also sense of identity which should be legally protected.
Yes. Now, Mr. Puranik, how will these property cards help in revenue collection?
The revenue collection itself, is a very, it's not a tough job, because farmer has to pay the kind of legal fee and all that. So I think they have the accounts, farmers' accounts are there. So
Okay.
that it can be digitally transferred also. So farmer can make use. That's why I said it's a multi-purpose card. We should not go with the status quo approach that it will not help. Anything that you think, today ongoing is good. No, I don't think we should. See, everything should be verified and further improved upon. That's
Okay.
why many of the data collection and all that, including the issue you raised about the revenue collection, I think will be easier, because state governments are going to be made use of this. State governments are also part of this also, because ultimately law may be there. The card is introduced by the central government, but the beneficiaries are the local people, and the local governments or state governments
Yes.
should have it. So it is a kind of a logical terminal point of farm gate, and a flexible kind of open window to digitization. I think it is the right step, according to my honest opinion. I would say that it will protect the individual asset, the owner, the rural farmer, and the community assets also, because government is spending lakhs and lakhs of rupees, crores of rupees for infrastructure.
Yes,
So all
yes.
this will go to the right direction. It's like building a dam or a kind of resource channel through which you are trying to see that the logical end is taken. And I think that kind of agricultural benefit, I think we should see it from that point of view. And it will also encourage, according to me, transparency and confidence. Now, I have my Aadhaar card, means I am a citizen of India, apart from being a voter. Earlier, it was just taken for granted. After elections, we were nowhere. But I think this should have been done long back, I am telling you. 86% of farmers, they should have been given a prima place. But we have neglected, and still farmers' reforms bills are being thought of. And we have taken 75 years to bring this, thanks to digitization that has helped also. So I think benefits to the doorsteps of the farmer, and this will be his entitlement. That's the technology has played a major role, and it's a bridge between the farmer and the rest of the facilitating agencies.
Yes.
I would look into that also, because you see 43% of our 500 million strong agricultural workforce that is there, they need to have this kind of identity and this kind of automatic facilitation. I think all of us are happy. Today, COVID-19, we all pay through our online banking and the internet facility. Same thing with the rural people. That's why I said we should have started with farmers and then come to cities and all that. But it reversed, because we lost focus on that. I think better late than never.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Puranik, now what are some of the criticisms of the scheme?
And I don't know. Criticism, you can criticize anything, that proposal. Right now, as an impartial observer of public affairs and being a student of political science and public administration, I would say, there is nothing to say that the farmer will oppose. Who will oppose? The mandi people may oppose, but they have lost the confidence of the farmers, because the minimum support price, even the crisis of that was not necessarily government. The mandis and APMCs did not give stop or solace to farmers. So therefore, the farmers have lost faith in them. And today, except barring for political mileage or advantages, in some parts of, in Punjab and in some parts of pockets of India,
Yes.
I don't think farmers are opposing the reforms bill. So same thing, I think, if you say that the security cover for 30, nearly over 86% of farmers, nearly 14 crore farmers, I think, the kind of advantages that are there, I fail to see how our people are going to, look into this kind of advantage. I'm surprised if you say that there is a criticism. And criticism for the what? There should be clarity on that. When anything you criticize, you should have clarity on that. You see, I'm telling you one small example for the benefit of our, viewers of channel
Yes.
9, News 9, that when electricity was introduced in England, many of the rich people, electric lamps posts were there. They opposed it, saying that it robs our privacy for their clandestine activities and all. I think that example came to my mind, thinking that if a farmer is empowered, not only through schemes, but also having a kind of a multi-purpose card. I think this thing, to oppose it, just will be kind of for theatrics only, not for the benefit of the farmer. I think this particular thing, even farmer will laugh at it. What is wrong if my land records are in my pocket? Like the card that you have. That's what I feel.
Yes. Well, thank you, Mr. Puranik, for all these important insights, and thank you for joining me on this live interaction. Now, the Prime Minister has said that nobody could eye the property of beneficiaries of survey of villages and mapping with improvised technology in village areas. However, the success of the implementation will only be known over time. If you like this video, do click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to News 9 on all the social media platforms. Thank you for watching and have a great day.